There was once a boy named Tunde who believed rules were made for other people. His mother warned him constantly. Do not follow strangers, do not steal, do not stay out after dark, do not lie. But Tunde laughed at every warning as if wisdom was an insult. At first, his disobedience seemed harmless. When his mother asked him to return home before sunset, he stayed outside playing football until midnight. When teachers punished him for fighting in school, he blamed other students. When neighbors complained that he plucked mangoes from their trees, he denied everything even while the fruit stains remained on his shirt. Each time trouble came, somebody rescued him. So he started believing he was untouchable. His friends admired him for it too. They called him fearless. They laughed whenever adults complained about his behavior. And slowly, Tunde began enjoying the attention that came with being known as the stubborn child. The more people corrected him, the more he wanted to rebel. Even when his mother cried at night from frustration, Tunde refused to change. He convinced himself that everybody was simply trying to control him. One afternoon, his mother gave him money to buy food from the market. Go straight there and come straight back, she warned. But on the way, Tunde met older boys gambling behind an abandoned shop. They called him over. At first he refused. Then one of them laughed. Are you still scared of your mother? That sentence alone was enough to pull him in. Tunde used the food money to gamble. At first, he won a little. The older boys cheered loudly and slapped his back. The excitement rushed through him like fire. For a moment, he felt powerful, important, grown. Then the game changed. Within minutes, he lost everything, every coin. Fear gripped him immediately. His hands started shaking as he imagined going home empty-handed. But instead of confessing, he made another terrible decision. He decided to steal from a nearby roadside stall so he could replace the money before his mother found out. He thought nobody would notice. But the old woman selling tomatoes saw him slip the money into his pocket. She screamed. People gathered instantly. Tunde tried to run, but one man grabbed his shirt and threw him to the ground. For the first time in his life, nobody defended him. The same neighbors who once pitied him now shook their heads in disappointment. His mother warned him too much, one woman said. He never listens, another replied. Some people were not even surprised. That hurt him the most. It meant his bad behavior had become expected. The humiliation burned deeper than the pain in his bruises. When his mother arrived, she did not shout. That frightened him more. She simply looked at him with tears in her eyes and said quietly, I was trying to protect you from becoming the kind of person people fear. Those words broke him. The market woman eventually forgave him after his mother repaid the stolen money. But the story spread through the community quickly. Children mocked him. Shop owners watched him suspiciously whenever he passed. Even his closest friends stopped trusting him with simple things. One afternoon, Tunde walked into a small shop to buy bread, and the owner immediately counted the money in the drawer after he left. That moment pierced his heart sharply, not because he had been accused, but because he understood why people no longer trusted him. That was when Tunde finally realized something painful. Disobedience rarely destroys a person immediately. It happens little by little. One bad decision after another. Until suddenly, people no longer see innocence when they look at you. They only see danger. Months later, Tunde changed completely. He became quieter, more respectful. He started helping his mother in the shop every evening. He avoided the older boys entirely. And whenever younger children mocked rules or ignored their parents, Tunde stopped them immediately. Sometimes he would even tell them his own story, not proudly, but with shame, because he had learned his lesson the hard way. Sometimes karma is not prison. Sometimes it is living long enough to see how your own choices slowly destroy the trust people once had in you. And once trust is broken, rebuilding it can take far longer than destroying it ever did.